Originally a royal residence, Bushy House was the location of the National Physical Laboratory and is now a museum dedicated to the history of physics. We were contracted to restore the Victorian tuck pointing at the rear of the building, approximately 140 square metres over 6 stories. Since the building is Grade 2 listed, the mortar had to be replaced like for like with a lime mortar and tuck. Prior to carrying out the work, we carefully cleaned the whole face of the building with the English Heritage approved DOF cleaning system, designed specifically for the sensitive removal of biological matter such as moss and lichen. The first important thing was to get the colour of the mortar correct. The building had been patched up over the years in many different mortars, including cement. The pigments we use are exactly the same as those that would have been available in the Victorian times, which helps to achieve a uniform finish faithful to the original colours of the 1800s. Once we had started the process of tuck pointing, it became apparent that the lower stories had suffered much more damage than the higher ones. Previous attempts at repair had disastrous results, such as unnecessary scoring or gouging of the bricks, and whole sections having been replaced in cement, as well as long-term water damage from broken downpipes and guttering. The bond of the bricks had to be carefully retraced as the building was about 3 inches out of level from over 2 centuries of natural movement. Considering the grand scale of the house, it did present a challenge for a small family business used to bespoke residential properties, but being local people with an interest in history, it was an extremely satisfying project given the location and the historical significance of the building. As with anything this old, you're bound to come across some surprises. Although the building was required to be tuck pointed, given its listed status, we were surprised to discover that this wasn't always the case. Whilst workers were replacing the portico roof, we discovered a small section of Georgian penny pointing, leading us to conclude it must have been totally remodelled in the Victorian times, as then, unlike now, it was commonplace for fashion to dictate the aesthetics of a building over a regard for traditional features.